This is just a thank you for a few things I got in the mail this week. Actually, this over here I went and picked up last night. This came in the mail today. This came from my friend Glenn. Glenn and I have traded back and forth over the years, and I got this in the mail. It is a my Thai mug 400. It's almost the same size deal, Snow Peak. It's got the same top as the Tibetan titanium mug that I have. Really small, really nice. Inside of it came this here micro Kotcher EDC everyday carry box. You can carry this in your wallet or your back pocket. Look at this. Perfect for an S-bit, a few sticks, just enough to get you a coffee. Look at that. So I want to thank you, Glenn. This is cool. This will go with me on my next one, not this weekend, but next. And when you're done with the stove, you don't necessarily have to put it back in here. Look at this. Whole stove fits in there. Or you can disassemble it and put it in this thing. About the size of a credit card case. It's incredibly light. They do amazing things with titanium. This has been a big week. I got a lot of incredible news. I did a video on the Nike base that my mom and dad live by. LA Nike base 29, I believe it's called. And I got an email from a guy that said some of the information you put on that video is incorrect. Whoever gave you that, I don't think they really work there. Matter of fact, I know they don't, because I'll give me a phone call and I will prove it. Well, I called him. He's in Illinois, and he gave me the full story. I'll be redoing that video with some incredible information. This guy gave me stories, and I know he's telling the truth because he is in Illinois, and he names all kinds of stuff around here that used to be here in the 60s and 70s in La Habra and Puente Hills and surrounding areas that's no longer there, that only somebody that lived here at that time would have known. And he sent me some pictures. So this guy, well, some of the stuff I don't want to say in my words because I might mess it up, but incredible stuff that the world never knew went on right here in my dad's backyard. Now again, Mark contacted me about, he said, hey, you've always wanted to fish bamboo fly rods. If you want to come out here, I got some, you can pick them up. I don't use them. Look at this. I don't know if many of you or a lot of you will know what you're looking at here, but right here you're looking at a 1920s. He researched this. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see the name of it, but a 1920 fly rod. Now, a tape repair. I'm going to have this repaired. I'm going to find a place. If any of you are in Orange County area or LA area and you know a place that fixes antique fly rods, I got to have this repaired with something of that era. Look at how this case is. It's all indented, goes in, and then on the sides you got the place for the two tips. Split bamboo cane fly rods usually came with two tips because they break. And then on the middle piece, one of the eyes is missing. This is the only thing. This and the seat are the only thing that need repair. One of the tips is broken, and missing one of the eyes and the tip. I can have that repaired also. It's missing the tip and one eye. But I'm going to put this back into use, and this 1920s rod is going to catch some bluegill, some trout, and a few largemouth, hopefully. Now, I've never owned a split bamboo. I have on the fiberglass. From when I was 16, I had all my poles strapped to my bike. I got hit by a car, destroyed all my tackle. I lost some tackle I wish I still had. One of them was a fiberglass fly rod. I was thinking about getting one recently. I was checking them out on eBay, and now I have two fiberglass. This one's a South Bend. It looks to be about a 5 weight, and then this looks like a 3 or 4 weight here. This is a Scylla Flex Perfection. Looks to be about a 4 weight, maybe 5. Rod tube, Champion rod tube, but it's a Scylla Perfection, and this one's a South Bend. This one, I cannot read the name, and this one here, there's no name on it either. This one is in near mint condition. You have both of the tips. Split bamboo usually come with 2 tips. You have both of the tips. All the eyes are on them. There's only one little area where some threads coming off, and offhand I don't remember where that was. Let's see. Oh, right here. I'll just fix that up with some nail polish cover coat stuff. But look at the old rod here. Had a thumb indention. Now, how it goes on, goes in here. This whole thing, it's wood. It unscrews out, put it in there, and it screws back in. It is a 8-foot 6-inch. Looks to be possibly, by the feel, 2 or 3 weight rod. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of that Cortland silk line. It's like they tried to redo the silk line to make it for fiberglass and bamboo, to make it more retrofitting of the time era. I'm gonna get a 3 weight Cortland silk line. I'm gonna use my old, I still have my old South Bend reel. That would be 40. I've had that thing for 41 or 42 years now. I got it when I was 9, so I've had it for 42 years. I've had it. Hasn't been used in a few seasons, probably 3 or 4 seasons, but I'm going to get that silk line and some backing, and I'm going to put it on 3 weight for this rod. These are going full retro with these. I'm going to get, I found this guy online that's selling 2. One's a Martin, and one's a, I forget the name of the other one. Olympus, I believe. I had both. I had the Olympus. I didn't have the Martin. The automatic fly reels. I know they're not the best reels, but they're what were used with the fiberglass. And they're a little heavy, but the guy's got the original line on them. Not in the best shape, but I'm putting something back together that was way back then, and I'm gonna get them back out in the water and get some fish with them. Really neat. So I want to thank Mark for the rods. Now he's a big John W. Robinson fan also, and I have a bunch of John W. Robinson books, and I gave him one that I have a bunch of subscribers that I deal with life every day. Postal workers, a couple city cops, lady at the pharmacy, two the librarians. So whenever I go these places, I talk to them about videos and things. They ask me questions. In La Harbor, one of the postmasters, the lady that works there, she goes, she's getting ready to retire pretty soon, so she's getting all her stuff together. She'll be selling her house and moving somewhere. So she was going through old books. She goes, "You'll probably use this more than I do." And she gave me a 1985 5th edition of 100 Hikes to the Angeles with a map in it that doesn't look like it's ever been opened. I mean, this book is perfect except for one water spot at the top. So I gave that to him, and I gave him a through-night TN12, I believe, a battery and a charger. And it turns out a friend of his is with him when I go to meet him. And I met him at a Coco's, and I had backpacked with his friend. His name's friend Bert. He's the guy that on Kings of the Hill in the snow, he made the homemade enchiladas. They were delicious. Yeah, he was there. I was like, wow, small world. They have a hiking club out there now. I think he said the first year there were 150. The second year there were 300. Next year there were 550. Now it's up to 830. But 830 online. He said they never had more than 21 or 25 show up for a hike. A lot of people join online, theoretically want to do it. When it comes time to doing it, getting out of your everyday life and putting the energy together and just doing it is a whole different story. So thank you, Mark. Thank you, Glenn. Both of these are going to go to good use. All of this is going to go to use. This is going to be repaired. So if anybody knows a good vintage or antique bamboo fly rod repair place, let me know. Or if you do it yourself. It needs another coat of lacquer on this one. And the other top piece, it needs a tip on one barrel, and this needs to be fixed down here. This whole thing. So on this I just need another finish, a couple of the eyes repaired, a couple of the ferrules repaired, and what tip. I can live with this. Gives it more character. And with this, I'm going to get an old Hardy reel. It's really neat. You will see these all back in action. Now besides this, if this weren't enough, I did get some more news. I got the news about the Nike base. Matter of fact, while filming this, the guy just called me from Illinois. His name's Rocky. He was stationed at the Nike base 2 years in the military. Then he got out for some personal reasons, and he had something else to take care of. And then he did 2 more years in the National Guard. And at that point, the Army was told to leave the base and was taken over by the National Guard. Well, he did his 2 more years back at the same base. So he's got a bunch of stories that he's going to share with us. And it'd be great if I could get him out here. He's retired. He's in Illinois. And the other one is yet to be confirmed. But if it is, everything changes. For the good. It's an amazing story. But thanks, guys. Thank you very, very much. Highly appreciated everything here. I was just remembering, this came from Scotland. I believe I saw, I want to call it Outdoors. I believe one of his friends that went with him, I believe he had this same mug, if I remember right. But he didn't have this. He just had the mug. Unless I'm mistaken. I've seen a lot of videos in my life.